Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, the 26th of June 2015, this is John Faraclas with the latest on the markets and the world geopolitics affecting same. The index, the Baltic Dry Index, closed down 6 points earlier on this afternoon at 823, which on the other hand is 4 points up since last week, 779 points. So we are above the 800 threshold, but as we have said, there is no sustainability and the market is losing steam. The Baltic Cape Index was down 39 points. The volatility here at its best at 1,393, which on the other hand is 152 points plus since last week's 1,241 points. The Panamax is our favorite size, the size that we support all along, was up 6 points at 836, which on the other hand was down 18 points since last week's 851 points. The Supras remained the same at 723 points since yesterday, but just plus 2 points since last week's 721. And finally, the Handies, the BHSI index, was just 1 point up at 362. On the other hand, this was 4 points up this last week's 358. So overall, we have a market losing its steam, and this is very, very important. The volatile sector, which is the capers, have proved once again where they're heading. Coming now to the wets they were down 12 points. The Baltic Dirty Tanker Index down just 12 points at 1,054 points. Which on the other hand, that's 43 points plus last week's 1,011 points. And finally, the Clean Tanker Index, the BCTI, was up 6 points since last week, 770, and this is down on the other hand, 19 points since last week's 789. Geopolitics. Let's start with Ukraine as usual. It's the most important issue in geopolitics. And expect a flare-up of the fighting. Okay? Neither of the sides will give in, and of course this will lead to further clashes. It's a very big game there, and of course the one who is well prepared and controls the region will have the last word. This is a very important issue. The second biggest issue, of course, continues to be Greece. The focal point again is in Athens, not just in the European Union meetings in Brussels, where, in our view, the despicable suspense continues, and we foresee a very dangerous weekend approaching with unpredictable repercussions for not just Europe, for the world. What is very essential, and we have to repeat this, we are really fed up with what the one side says and the other denies this. So, if the media, the mega media moguls that they are trying to control the world politics are really honest people, and their servants, if I may use this word, the people who work for them, they're very honest on the TV boxes and the newspapers, they should invite here and now both the Greek and European side and the IMF all together on the screen, live, and tell us what is going on. All the rest is nonsense, of course, against the interest of the Greek people. And the Greek people should revolt with the media playing this game. What does it mean at the end of the day? You said this, I said that. Do they have both sides the guts to appear in public, open on television, live, and end the story? Who had enough? So be focused on this as well. It's a very important issue, and the press, because sometimes we see really very strange things happening on the planet, and then we see, what's going on. But remember, nobody will go unpunished from this case. The issues of the migrants, again, is a very, very big issue, and we hope to see a solution here. And I use the word solution here in the same way that in our previous subject, which was Greece, we don't like to see an agreement, we would like to see a solution. Nobody is gonna keep the agreement. This agreement won't be viable at there's no way to be viable, okay? At all scores. So people should understand to stop playing with the private lives of the Greeks and of course of the taxpayer of the European Union members. Other issues which are important, the shares today, they tumble in China, with some problems there. In Japan, the Nikkei was also down, but the Chinese 7.4% was a big drop. And of course, the Nikkei at 0.3 is trying hard. We are going to see elections in Sri Lanka. We're having problems with South Africa and the visit there of the leader of Sudan, and that he wasn't arrested by the International Criminal Court. So there were a lot of issues, around there. Finally, let's come to some more interesting things for everybody as the summer on the Northern Hemisphere is up. And of course, Greece as a focal point of everything, and Greece and its 12 gods and tourism. It's time you visit the second largest Greek island, the island of Evia, one of the best places you can go and have a great, great time. You can also visit the Caribbean region from Bermuda to Haiti to Havana, and other places as such, and have a great good time. Be on guard for the developments in Ukraine, in Greece, and of course in the time met with the migrants. This is John Faraclas from Allaboutshipping, and we hope to see you all on the 30th at the big LNG project on bunkering in Athens, the Poseidon. Ink your diary, remember this, and we'll see you there. Over and out.